The whole objective is to make your tree look like an old tree. Unlike ladies like to make themselves to look younger, you want your bonsai to look older. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. It's a nice sunny day. It's a beautiful day. The trees are leafing out beautiful green, tender green leaves. And today I will do this Prostrata Juniper I dug up about 2 weeks ago and put it in this growing pot. And this tree was planted probably 12, 15 years ago. I'm not sure how that came about because this side is broken. Probably split 2 trees into that because there are too many branches. And I studied it last night, yesterday afternoon. There's some beautiful lines, but I'm really at a quandary as to what design I should do because that tree has so many branches coming down. It definitely is a cascade. And but it's got a couple of branches going down, a couple of street branches going down and one up. Cascade generally is one branch going out, never two. I never seen 2 or 3 branches, although sometimes there's one going up. But well, you know, my philosophy is always, I call it when you lemon make lemonade. That is, whatever life is, what's in front of you, you make the most of it in life or in business or in anything that you do, you optimize. And so what I will do is I'll turn this tree into a cascade. So in the meantime, what I would really like you to stick around to see at the end what the tree looks like after I'm done with it. And then tell me your vote. You prefer to be a more conventional design tree that's a tree on top and then a branch going down, or maybe a couple of street branches going down to be very different. I personally prefer the something different, but do it tastefully, not contrived. And so let's take a look if that's possible. And go from there. So as usual, so I take it out of the pot so I can decide, in a sense, to show the top of the trunk to expose the roots. You can see there's plenty of roots where last time I dug it up a couple of weeks ago, it's already coming out. And I can see there are ants in there. The little roots are already starting to shoot out. So it's a very healthy tree. Juniper tend to be very strong. So I wouldn't worry about getting rid of the soil to expose the top to show the trunk, so that I know exactly how to fit that into the design. You can see genuinely all of the new roots are coming out due to the springtime everywhere. So it really won't do any damage in terms of hurting the tree by being a little rough with it. So you want to go down as far as you can to expose the rootage, because that usually it's a bigger base. And you can see this is really large, so the base was starting from here rather than here to be a much younger tree, to appear like a much more younger tree. The whole objective is to make your tree look like an old tree. Unlike ladies like to make themselves to look younger, you want your bonsai to look older. I talk about age, like I planted this tree 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. That really isn't the thing to do in the long run. When you show a bonsai, you'd rather not people ask you how old is the tree, because you like people to think it's older than it really is. But here we're in a class, in a sense we are sharing knowledge, so it's okay. What I'll do is I'll save all these roots, put it back. It almost won't do any damage. It will grow right back. But if I were to, the next step were to put in a bonsai pot, then I'll just cut off everything so the fibrous roots to be closer to the center of the bonsai pot. So each tree, don't take what I do personally, specifically what I suggest in a sense of verbatim, but rather think about the principle behind what I'm doing and modify it to suit your own situation. That's how you improve. I used to listen to the old timers on how to water my plants and all that, and I killed a lot of trees because I probably didn't follow them real closely. They obviously did it right for themselves because that's their way of doing things. So you can see, so this tree, you can see it can be a cascade. I'll make that the top, and this branch coming down, and then this branch also coming down. So I need to figure out ultimately what to do with these extra branches. Okay, so as usual, I try to put the soil underneath of it to prop it up to the approximate position I want it to be. So in fact, let me do this. So you can see this is a really nice flow, this branch. So if I make it this way, then I want to make this the apex. This one goes up, and this may be going down. So that's the apex. Then I have a branch on that side, and it's going out that way a little bit up. So maybe this will go down and this will be more up. We shall see. So let me work on the main part first. So what I do usually fairly quickly to clean off all the redundant branches so I can see where I'm going. I think I'll make this the apex. Let's see, this can also be the apex. In fact, I should make this the apex. Unfortunately, this part died, but this may come up to become the apex. As a backup, I keep this little piece. So if that didn't work out, this one will become the apex. Again, I will do this is a first rough cut, and so I'll be quite rough with it because I expect it to grow out and then do the more finer clip next time and then finer clip the next time. So this right now, this is going to be the apex, or this is an apex as a backup plant. You can see this is the apex, and this is a branch coming down. And this is a really nice curve going this way, very natural. And then there's a branch coming down this way, but it's kind of hidden under that. So I will, over time, gradually pull this one out, even breaking it to pull it out. You see, right now, there's something cracked that's being pulled out. So for example, but I can stick something in here to make it come this way. So you can see this is coming down this way, and this is coming out, which is rather nice. So you remove the redundant branch so as to not distract your main design. And so that's what I'm doing. And I want this branch to come out this way, and then this branch come out this way. But then this part is way too long because you don't want to distract from that going that way. So this would definitely become a jin. That means you kill this branch. So given now it's active growing season, it's really easy to peel the bark to make it into a jin. And I'm just not even using the peeler, and just use my hand to peel it. And it's really quite easy. You see, it's all clean up. You see, so you have a branch coming out this way, that being the dead branch. And now I got to work on this side. I'm just cutting it off, not real cleanly, and it will pop up, and then I'll work on it some more. Like this branch can be coming down like this to rhyme with that one. And then I cut off the other redundant branches. And then this branch, you see, this branch comes out of here and goes out this way. And here's a branch that comes out, goes out this way, kind of rhymes with it. That means I'm saying nature of this tree has a tendency to do that. So actually, that's very good, actually, because that doesn't happen very often in a pot. But if you can rationalize it, how it will happen in nature, then you can do it without blushing, in the sense that you're being contrived. I leave a little bit of stuff just in case I want to use these branches. This curve, in some sense, is curving over too much. That isn't right. You know, why would a tree kind of grow out this way and then all of a sudden take that big turn? So with that in mind, then I think this is a very interesting branch to accentuate, where this branch will be contrived. So what I would do is I'll cut off all of these and make that into a jin. And I want to show you how quickly I can make it into a jin without elaborate big deal about it. The little branches go because they're going to rot away. So I might as well get it out of the way now. So you see, all I do is just take a cutter to make that into a jin completely, and it will turn white with age. And I leave a little bit of green just in case I want to have a branch coming up on top. It doesn't have to be that clean, but you can visualize this will be a dead branch. So you can see this tree, this is going up, this is coming down, and this, look at that, how beautiful that is. And now I got this branch, which is very unusual. You got this branch, on the other hand, this is very natural. Why shouldn't a tree have a branch going to the other side? And so here's the mountain, and it got another branch going to the side. So why don't I make that into a cascade as well? You don't want it to be too long. You want to see what opportunity there is. There's a curve right here. You see how this branch comes out and curve up, and this goes down. This is too close to that one, but this one is a little different, and this one is also a little different. So let me try to take advantage of that differences, because in design, you always want to use asymmetry. So I cut this off and cut this off, and this can be a jin. And then this one, I wanted to branch to go out, so I cut it so they will grow out this way. Now you can see these two are a little bit of an arch like this, which is not really artistic, although if you're looking at this angle, it's not so bad. But you can see this branch coming down. I think this can come down maybe here, let this grow out here, and make this into a jin, to rhyme with this jin, right? And to rhyme with this jin. So with that in mind, then I think that's a design. I'll leave some of that just in case I want to let these go out to become branches. So I leave this one to become a branch, and leave this one too for a branch, maybe someday, you know. And then it will come down this way, And someday I can use a little bit of force and push this one down. Or for that matter, I will save this branch as a backup so that it can go down this way. And I think I'll make this one dead so it doesn't look like too much of a kind of a arch. You see, it's really easy to make jin, that branch that is. And you can peel back a little bit here to sort of show continuity. It won't hurt the tree grows out front. But those are the little refinements I can do later on. Oh, in fact, this could be a nice branch to save, so I will save it right here. So that this little branch will grow out. And so it's quite possible, in fact, I'll just jin this one too. So that's your jin. I'll break the bark here so it doesn't pull off the green behind. See? So here's the tree. Look at this. Coming up like this, come out like this, and then this. I think it's going to be quite a nice tree. You saw the tree, it began with a lot of branching. That was a tree I planted about 15 years ago in the ground. And like I always say, when you make lemonade, make the most of what's in front of you, whether in life, real life, or in doing a project. And so in this case, I clean off all of them and you begin to see the branching. And it was very clear there are two branches. And this is the main one because it's got a very interesting curve. And I accentuate by making this into a jin. And then try to let the other one grow out to make it even more accentuate the curves. And then this one, I decided to let you have a vote whether to make it into a conventional cascade, which is one up, one branch down, or make it into two. But in the course of doing that, I realized that this is a little bit like arms reaching out, both about the same length. It's not very artistic. So the likelihood is I will make this part into jin and make this into a short arm going this way. So it's like this, which is very artistic. So with that in mind, then, that's a tree today. And I have plenty of work to gradually do the number one branch, number two branch, etc., to build up into the conventional as well as the unconventional style of this tree. I think it will be a very, very nice tree. So please give me your feedback. I guess one is that should I keep this branch rather than do a conventional? I can make a jin down to here, will be nice jin, and then a one conventional one arm this cascade, and the other one is to make that a side branch like this. Or the third option is to make a two arms cascade, make this going down. In fact, I can make this an apex, so like a double cascade someday. So please send me a vote. And I think I'm pretty much set with this design idea, and I can still make this into a bit of a second apex here. I pretty much decided to make this a jin and keep this two arms. But I will listen to what, if the overwhelming is for me to do it differently, I will. But please send me your vote. I will appreciate it because this is a community project. So with that in mind, then, I thank you very much for watching today's video. Please like. That's my encouragement and that's my reward. And in some sense, your feedback, whether I did it right or wrong. And also tell me if I did something that I should improve on. And that's how we all can make improvements. With that in mind, then, I will put this back in a growing pot, the same pot, 5-gallon can. I would say let it grow a year or two. When all this fills out, I'll put in a bonsai pot with you. So please stay tuned. I think you would like it to see how the progression from a tree dug from the garden to a tree now, to a future nice bonsai in a pot at a show. So, and also subscribe to our channel so can notify you of announcements. With that in mind, then, thank you very much. I see you next week.